morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are on this big, beautiful planet. It's Down to Earth Science again, and today we are diving deep into the world of interior design. Well, it's sort of, if we imagine our planet as a massive cosmic house party with every room having its own vibe. But first, the good news. There's a project in Ghana that's like a farming fairy godmother. They are teaching farmers some cool earth-friendly tricks. And guess what? The farmers are loving it. They are teaching these farmers how to swap slash and burn for conservation agriculture. And for those who are not familiar with slash and burn, it's not the latest dance move or a rock band from the 80s. It's actually a farming method that's been around for ages. It's a farming technique where farmers cut down trees, set them ablaze, and then plant crops. But here's the catch. After a few years, the land gets tired, as I often do after 5 minutes of cardio, and it's no longer good for planting. So what do? They move on and repeat the fiery fiesta. Now you might ask, what's the big deal? Well, let's break it down. At first, the soil feels like it's had a shot of coffee because of the nutrients from the burn. But just like my caffeine high, it crashes quickly, leaving the soil feeling meh. Secondly, by cutting down and burning trees, we are basically putting a pillow over Earth's face. Trees are like Earth's lungs, and my goodness, we do need them. Also, burning trees sends smokes and other not so nice stuff into the air, which, as we discussed previously, can be dangerous. Thirdly, fewer trees could actually mean less rain because of the role of trees in the water cycle. And let's not forget the impact on animals. From tiny bugs to bigger animals, many of them would lose their homes and food because, slash and burn is more like evicting them without notice. And then finally, without trees and plants to hold the soil together, heavy rain can wash away the soil, something scientists call erosion. And so, what farmers in Ghana have been encouraged to do include things like chilling on the tilling. Some of the farmers use heavy machinery to till the soil. And by reducing the tilling, they would preserve the soil structure, reduce erosion, and can even lead to increased plant food in form of nutrients in the soil. Also, instead of planting the same thing over and over again, the farmers have been encouraged to, mix it up a bit. More like rotating your diet so you can stay healthy. Among several other land use friendly techniques, farmers are also using natural fertilizers, cover crops, and planting different crops together. This way, the land gets a variety of tastes and stays healthy, just like how eating different fruits gives you a mix of nutrients. So, our main topic today is land use change as a planetary boundary. And if we return to our imagination of the planet as a massive cosmic house party, where one room's a kitchen, another one is a bedroom, and there's even a garden out at the back of the house, the party will be at its best when everyone is dancing in the right room. But when something happens and someone decides to, set up a DJ booth in the bathroom, that's what we call land use on our big, lovely planets. Some parts are lush forests, others are open grasslands, some are farmlands, and others, they are the bustling cities where the real groove is going on. Now, land use change is like deciding to say, turn your kitchen into a swimming pool. Sure, it sounds like fun, right? But do you really want to dive in next to your toaster? And trust me, making toast next to a toilet, definitely not the best idea. When we go all DIY and change the use of land, like chopping down forests for new dance floors or city, it's like spilling the punch bowl all over the electric sockets. It affects our air, our water, and even turn the house party into a house fire, something scientists call global warming. So, when we chat about land use change as a planetary boundary, it's like saying there's only so much redecoration we can do before the house collapses. Change too much, too fast, and we might just end up with a planet too deadly to recognize. Now let's break it down with some real world examples, shall we? Deforestation. Trees are like the bouncers of our planet, keeping that excess carbon dioxide in check. And deforestation, which basically means cutting down trees, is like leaving the gates wide open for the bad gases to take over the party. Urbanization. Have you ever seen a field or wetland being turned into a mall? That's like replacing the chill out lounge with a disco hall. Sure, it sounds like fun, but where do you think the frogs will hang out now? Agricultural expansion. This simply means increasing the area of land used for farming and growing crops. Now, if you look at that on a larger scale, this can mean turning forests, grasslands, or other natural areas into farmlands to produce more food. And that, my friend, is asking for flood. But fear not, partygoers, there's plenty we can do at our level to keep the groove going and the house standing. First, you can start by doing exactly what is currently happening in Ghana. Learn some conservation agricultural techniques, and you either use them if you are a farmer or make some noise as you take the message to local farmers who might not have access to this information. Number 2, plant trees. You can join a tree planting rave or support reforestation projects around you. Also, urban gardening. Who said you can't turn your balcony into a mini jungle? I mean, who says you can't have a garden party in the city? Also, you can choose sustainable transportation. Ditch the car, if you can, of course. Grab a bike or hop on a bus. I mean, look at it this way. Less road, more dance floor, right? And finally, reduce, reuse, and recycle can actually minimize waste, decreasing the need for new landfills and then preserving natural habitats. Remember, every little dance move counts. By being mindful of our steps, we can all play a part in keeping the Earth House Party going strong. Until next time, keep grooving and stay green. Down to Earth Science is brought to you by Onoja Simeon, and then music by bensound.com. And please don't forget to check us out on our social media platforms. X, that is Twitter, at DTE Science Onoja, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Down to Earth Science with Onoja. You can also pop over to our YouTube channel, Down to Earth Science with Onoja, where you can see some handy visuals to go along with our chats. Thank you and peace.